Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed by the guests and hosts of this show are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of the company or the show itself.
Good day, Explora bookworms. Welcome to Road to London. Here at Explora Talks, we dive deep into books and the incredible authors behind them. My name is Mackie, your host for today's episode, and I'm truly honored to share another inspiring story with you with an upcoming book to London, with an upcoming book trip to the London Book Fair 2026. At Explora Books, we're passionate about bringing meaningful stories into the world. Stories that inform, heal, and inspire, whether through publishing or amplifying voices that matter. Our goal is to connect readers everywhere with stories that make an impact. And today, we're doing just that. On this episode, I'm excited to speak with an author that I once interviewed, and I will be talking about him for his London Book Fair trip, whose work bridges science, faith, and empathy. He is a researcher, public health advocate, and cancer survivor whose journey has shaped a powerful message of resilience, hope, and legacy. The title of the book, The Genome of Faith, a Scientist's Testament Beyond the Timeline. Welcome back to Explora Talks, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Ulysses L Labilles. Hello, Dr. Labilles. How are you?
Yes. Thank you, Maki. It's good to see you again. This is our second time to talk about my book.
That is true. I'm happy to see you. I'm happy you're doing well, and I am excited for you for your London Book Fair 2026. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I'm excited because I'm going to take advantage while I'm in London, and my book signing will be on the last day of the book fair, and so after I'm done with the book fair, then I plan to visit Brussels, Belgium, in which I promised my dad when he was still alive. Uh, um, Before I migrated here in the U.S., I mentioned this to my book that my dad sent me here in the U.S. and he asked me, promise me, um, don't go to Brussels, Belgium yet, because if you see Brussels, you will not appreciate the U.S. Brussels, Belgium is his favorite place to visit. And when I was writing my book, um, tracing my roots, now that the reason why my dad is very enthusiastic to visit Belgium all the time, it happens that we have family over in Belgium. Actually, one of the cardinal in Belgium and a politician in Belgium is related to us, given that our roots, my last name Labilles, is a derivative of a French last name Labilles, which is without an S. And our last name originated in Burgundy, France, and I was able to connect the dots. Being an epidemiologist, epidemiology. It's all about us to connect the dots. So, as you know, well, you're Filipino too. So, Philippines was discovered by Magellan, and Magellan crew is from all over Europe, and few of them is from France. So, so probably my ancestor is one of the crew of Magellan, and also that's where my last name originated, in Burgundy, France, in the Burgundy region of France. And my middle name, my mom's last name is Lágrimas, which means tear in English. In Spanish, is Lágrimas. While during the Claveria uh, decree during the 1800s, uh, when we're still under the Spanish regime, the Spaniards assigned Spanish-sounding last name to the Filipinos so that they could collect the tax. That's the
Yes.
history of my my family.
Sounds
So
great. This is like this London Book Fair trip sounds like an opportunity for you to have a side trip and more of a personal trip, which is really, really amazing. But I would love to know, what does it mean for you to be part of the London Book Fair? And as an author, how um how does this moment feel for you?
yeah, this moment feels for me, especially when I was watching the news yesterday. Uh, the King of England, King Charles, uh, he announced that he's on remission. He's a cancer survivor. Unlike me, I cannot define myself as a cancer survivor yet because I'm still under treatment, and I need to have a few more treatment before it my status will be redefined to remission. So I don't, yeah, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm ready. And every day I pray to God that I'm tired, especially with my new medical status, in which because of my cancer treatment affected my pancreas, that affected the insulin formation my body and put me to type 1 diabetes, which is very hard for me to manage. And the crew, the Explora crew in Frankfurt knows about that, learn about how hard my life is because I wear a sensor. So they could see when my glucose level is high. And that's why one time my glucose levels is on the 400. I decided to walk around the Frankfurt Book Fair. And while I'm walking around, that's how I met my new friends from Oman. They have their own book. Uh, they have their own Omani booth, which is the in one part of the Book Messi uh, event is our from different countries, like from the Middle East, and I was able to meet the Omani crew, and I was able to meet the Sultan of Oman, and that's why he even gave me his pin. And during the last day of the Frankfurt Book Fair, they went and see me to say goodbye, and the Sultan was very happy to have a copy of my book because this is the last copy that I gave him in Frankfurt, Germany.
Sounds good. Sounds exciting. And I'm pretty sure there will be another type of encounters like this once you get to London. Speaking of
Yeah,
booth,
yeah,
yes, go ahead.
yeah, I'm hoping that I get to see the royal family or the king, because my book is about my cancer journey, and
Yeah.
they're dealing with cancer, both the king and Princess Catherine, and let's see.
That would be beautiful, and that would really be a great opportunity. So, because you wanted to, we're talking about the booth. Can visitors, for readers rather, for readers attending the fair, will they have the chance to meet you in person, chat with you about your book?
Yeah, that's what happened to on my during my first book fair in Manila and in Frankfurt. In Frankfurt is quite a different experience because when uh, a reader, they usually open up about their story, that especially one of the readers that I met during the event. Um, she was teary-eyed about and read about the introduction of my book, and she told me that her mom has cancer too, and she hoped that the treatment that I'm getting here in the U.S. She hoped that they have the same treatment in Germany. That's it, and that's my experience in Frankfurt. Even my experience in uh, when I took an Uber home back to my hotel, and the Uber picked me up, and then so the Uber driver starting to open up conversation, and he asked me, "Oh, how was the book fair?" I was think I'm going to the book fair because I want to meet this doctor, because I'm reading a book written by this doctor who has cancer, and about his three wives. And then that's the time I said, oh, excuse me, let's stop with the three wives, because I don't have three wives. I I only got two. I have two, and I got divorced twice. And then he turned around. Oh, you're the doctor. You look so like what? At the book cover, on the book cover of your book, he introduced to me that he only drives Uber part time because he works for the University Hospital in Frankfurt, and his boss is a big fan of my research papers, published research paper about cancer. Then since they still, while they're googling and still looking for other published paper of that of mine, then they encountered the genome of fate, my book. So that's why
Yeah.
his boss ordered the book.
That's amazing. I just had goosebumps. You sharing that you found a reader and your Uber driver is actually your one of your readers.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. He was very happy, but I have to correct him that
the three wives
I'm a
part.
Catholic. I'm not a Mormon. Yeah, yeah. Don't get me.
You
I'm Catholic. Yeah. So.
you mentioned Dr. Labilles about your career, and I just wanted to shift a little bit about that since I'm really, really interested with your story and your career. Um, you had an impressive academic and professional career. How has your personal journey influenced the way you see your work in public health and cancer research?
My work in public health and cancer research, I feel um, accomplished as an accomplished researcher, because uh, a lot of the student here, a pre-med student here in St. Louis University, that usually brings me food from the campus kitchen, so to make sure that I'm eating it and stuff.
Yes.
And they're the one reading my research paper, published research paper. That's why quite a few of them are in. are interested to pursue after med school to specialize in oncology. Yeah, but some of them wants to do epidemiology too. But I told them, hey, if you like math, if you like algebra, then you could take epidemiology. That's the hardest uh, uh, field in public
Yeah.
health.
I see. I see. Thank you very much, Dr. Labilles. And also, this is the opportunity for you to invite everyone. Your book is available on Amazon and Barnes, but I would love you to invite our audience, your readers, people from London, and who knows, people from all over the world will be flying to London also for the London Book Fair. So please invite them to this upcoming Road to London, London Book Fair 2026.
Yes, sure. Let me get a copy of my book. Hold on.
Yes, that would be great.
Okay. Hello,
There
everyone.
you go. Go ahead.
This is the Frankfurt version of my book, a rebranded version of my book. It's available now on Amazon, and to my future readers over in London, my book is also available at Waterpoint Bookshop, which is the biggest book physical bookstore in all over UK. So Waterpoint Bookshop is owned by the same owner that owns the Barnes& Noble here in the US.
I see. Okay. Sounds
Yeah, here you
amazing.
go.
Thank you, Dr. Labilles. And of course, as we wrap up, and I know that you have been collaborating with our team at here Explore Books, especially with your London Book Fair. I'd love to know how is it working with us and your overall experience.
Well, I Jay is always update me, and Kim Mateo always update me with the project. But with Kim's the one in charge with the books with the London Book Fair, and but right now with Jay, uh, we have still an active project with Explora Book. That includes the screenplay, courtesy of Steve Sanchez, and then Jay is in charge still with my podcast titled Fidem Patea. I know we discussed about Fidem Patea
Yes.
on our last talk. So I already recorded the first episode of Fidem Patea, and then hopefully someday Fidem Patea will be included in as a new word in the dictionary in Oxford or Merriam's dictionary. The more I use it, and the more it's gonna be adopted, and the more it's gonna appear in the dictionary.
That
So
is so
that's
true.
yeah. So it's Fidem Patea. Um, I already know about what I'm gonna discuss with my second episode, but at this point, um, the editing of my first episode is still in queue. So I'll wait for the Explorer team after they're done editing it. Then I'll work on the second episode.
Awesome. That sounds so exciting. A podcast about Finapathea. I'll be looking forward to that. Thank you so much, Dr. Labiles. And I have one final question for you. For
Yeah.
those who will be attending the fair for the first time, what would you love them to know about visiting your booth or connecting with you there?
Yeah. I would love to for them if they have any questions, especially if the visitors are academics or students. Feel free to ask me. Don't be scared because I remember after my first craniotomy procedure, the resident at Barnes Jewish Center, they're kind of hesitant to talk to me because they're afraid that I'm going to ask them a surprise question about my research paper. Yeah,
A
yeah,
surprise exam.
a surprise exam.
Sounds great. Thank you. And I am so happy and excited for your London book, for your upcoming London book fair. Thank you so much, Dr. Labilles. It's been an honor with you having with us. And also, just on a personal note, I have been looking at 𝘍𝘢𝘪𝘵 and it's beautiful. So
Yes.
thank you for sharing that with us. And I hope to see you on our next episode.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Yuli Labilles. See you on my next episode, my follow-up episode of my podcast, 𝘍𝘢𝘪𝘵.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Maki. Thank you. Thank you very much. God bless.
There you have it, folks. Dr. Ulysses L Labilles, author of The Genome of Faith, reminding us that healing is not just medical, but deeply human, rooted in faith, empathy, and resilience. See you next time on another episode of Explora Talks. Wishing you the very best of luck at your book signing at the London Book Fair. This has been Mackie, your host for today. Until next time. See you.